going on, everyone? Seth Miranda.
Dave Brusca.
This is Adorama Rewind.
So we're in another hotel.
Yeah, we're in Cologne, Germany, because we are fresh off of press day at Photokina. If you can see these little, what's it doing here?
Yeah. If you don't know what press day is, it's essentially like where all the press releases.
It's just as it sounds.
Yeah. Basically, at the trade show, they gather all the press. They go, hey, here's the new things coming out. So you kind of know what to expect going into the expo.
It's pretty awesome. Every hour or so is another vendor's chance to tell us what's going on. And it didn't disappoint this year. This is crazy.
Yeah, three, I'm going to say, like big ones.
Like total changing announcements. So why don't we just go like right into it? We got through some, but the ones that really stuck was, first off the bat was Leica. We were outside their room. Yeah. Everyone's waiting to get in. They're serving all, coffee. They're getting us all revved up. And then we get these cards.
Right.
We get these cards, right? So with the unlimited symbol and something about l-mount.com, we check out the website, it says, nope, nothing here till noon.
Yeah.
So there was that. And so once we get in, they warm it up. They give us a little appetizer. The matte black Sofort, which is the instant camera.
Yeah.
So it's a new color. Cool. That's cute.
The new Leica Photos app,
which was cool.
Yeah, I kind of like that. So you can now control your camera or
file transfers. It goes seamlessly with your camera, pretty much.
And it's got this really nice, sleek-looking gallery to show off your photos.
And the cool thing is, it's just like it always did. It accesses your camera through a QR code from your phone, so you don't have to worry about like pairing or anything like that, which was really cool.
Yeah.
Then they said that the CL is going to come in silver, And we're all sitting there going, what is this L mount? What is going on here? And
But then they didn't talk about it yet.
They didn't talk about it, but we did see the logos. We saw Sigma, we saw Panasonic, and Leica in the middle. Yeah. And we were like, okay, all right. And then before they got to that, Leica goes, hey, oh, by the way, new S3 coming.
Yeah.
What?
Leica S3.
S3. The S2 is like 10 years old, 10 years old. Medium format camera. The S3, 64 megapixels, 4K full sensor.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it's coming in 2019. Like it will be here
very soon.
Yeah, it's no prototype, no like hyping it up.
Same lens mount.
Optical viewfinder.
Yeah, same everything, but just kind of updated internals.
And 64 megapixels is a ton of resolution, still manageable file. I'm excited because the S Series has been sick from Leica.
Yeah.
But then they went into the SL lens map, right?
Yeah, so they were showing the new lenses. They're f2 crazy.
Actually, yeah, everything's f2.
Right?
That's right.
28, a 21,
35.
24, 35,
50. Everything f2.
Yeah.
But what's really cool about these SL lenses is, should we just say it?
Yeah.
So the new L mount, what is it? It is a mount that is going to be universal amongst Panasonic, Leica, and Sigma. So they'll all share this mount, and anything in the SL line can adapt to that mount.
Yeah, the SL is now L, essentially.
Right.
It's lens mount.
So we're thinking, okay, so if Panasonic now has a new mount, there's got to be a camera that goes along with it, right?
There's got to be.
So they kick us out of the room.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, we literally left the room completely.
Yeah, they hand us a pretzel.
Yeah.
They gave us a swag bag, all that stuff. And then we piled back in for Panasonic, but this time there was a fog machine.
There was a fog machine.
Much drama.
They changed the whole stage a little bit. Like the screens were the same, but everything else was different.
There was a countdown sitting on the screen. Yeah. There was an ominous voice telling us to take our seats. And then we saw it was the 100th anniversary of Panasonic. And there was a lot of rumors about Panasonic dropping a full-frame camera.
It's also, incidentally, the 10-year anniversary of the Lumix line.
Oh, interesting.
That's what
okay.
And this is a new Lumix.
Yeah, so we were thinking, it's going to be a full frame. But sadly, they didn't drop a full frame. They dropped 2 full frames.
Yes, yeah,
I mean,
2.
We're talking a S. Okay, so first of all, it's the S Series, full frame.
Yes, S Series.
I'm going to say it. Panasonic took the gloves off. They're going for it.
I think so. So we've got the S1.
24 megapixels.
And the S1R.
Which is 47 megapixels.
Yeah.
So they did an Nikon kind of thing. They did their version of the A7, A7 III, and the Z7 and the Z6.
Yeah.
All these numbers and letters.
R. Yeah. So many R's going on these days.
Letters and R's everywhere. So here's the big deal.
24 and 47 megapixels.
but 4K 60 FPS.
Yeah, for a full frame camera.
Which it doesn't exist right now. Internal body stabilization, dual card slots, both SD
and XQD.
By the way, can we just say they glossed over this?
Yeah.
They was like, oh, by the way.
You're like, I thought there's some specs that you'll love, but that's not important. What's important is we got a new camera.
Oh my gosh. And what's crazy about it is that so Panasonic has been famous for this whole like smaller sensor philosophy. So for them to have a bigger frame, a full frame, means that even the people in Panasonic wouldn't have lenses to use. They're walking into this system with the L mount, which takes the entire SL Leica line of lenses.
Plus there's the new Leica lenses that are coming out.
Sigma.
There's actually there's 8 Leica like L mount lenses coming. Then there's 10 Panasonic L mount lenses coming. We're talking within a year, right? Like
it's a full system. Yeah. You're walking into a full system.
And the team up with Sigma, who's going to be releasing a lot of new lenses, and they were very vague as to what they were going to be.
Yeah, they were.
But I think the feeling was it's like
the art series and stuff will be from Sigma
right away, but probably also some like exclusive to this mount kind of stuff.
It's just crazy interesting to watch these like big companies get together and go, okay, they did this, we're doing this. Yeah. And going forward, we're in for an exciting time in photography right now. Mirrorless is just full frame mirrorless. It's just getting pretty intense.
The first 3 lenses that will be coming out like on release with the S series is the 50 1.4, the 24 to 105, and the 70 to 200. They didn't say what aperture the 2 zooms would be. No. But
that's like, who cares? Like you care, but like you have the SL line.
Yeah, right.
Like you're already sitting there.
And the roadmap that they showed was
really good.
The fact that there's going to be a bunch of lenses coming out quickly. I think if you don't find the lens that you're used to in their initial 3 lens lineup, the fact that like within a year, you're probably going to have that. 2 years, definitely.
Yeah, and you have the dependability of Panasonic, which is really good weather sealing, very rugged, durable. That's why everyone's always traveling with these cameras. Yeah. Their ambassadors spoke about it. It was pretty intense. Future is looking really bright for Panasonic. They were like, hey, we're here too. Leica came in and said, okay, kids, took its 2 little brothers, were like, let's go do this.
So Panasonic also announced that they're launching the Panasonic the Lumix Pro. Which is it's a pro services, so it's kind of like repairs and dedicated hotline.
It's support.
Questions. Yeah,
it's straight support.
So it's cool that they're really pushing into this pro market.
Right. They basically took an answer to Canon CPS and NPS Nikon and all that stuff. So they're like, no, we are a pro camera. You can trust that we'll get you going where you got to go with it. So
they also announced. For their Micro Four Thirds cameras, they announced a 10 to 25 f1.7,
which is that's a great all around right there.
Yeah. So this is, I think they were saying it's like the fastest zoom, or the only like 1.7 zoom.
I think it's the only 1.7.
Yeah,
but
so it's, I mean, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Panasonic, we didn't know what to expect from it, but wow, we left kind of like exhausted.
Yeah.
When that full frame dropped, it was like, whoa, okay. So now there's a lot of options out there on the field. We left from
the rumors weren't true. The rumors were down here.
Yeah. What they delivered was 10 times what anyone thought it would be.
Yeah.
But we should say that these are for next year, maybe mid-year.
Yeah.
That I think we saw a prototype.
Right.
They were holding.
They had a. I think it was a prototype.
It was a prototype.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is in prototype right now. There's none in the wild. They're not taking pre-orders.
He came out, did that, and it lit up, and the stage, and the sound effects.
The presentations, let me tell you, wow. Okay, it's like they're making the camera smaller and smaller, but they want this huge crowd to be like, look at this one camera. So it's a pretty great step for Panasonic. It's very interesting to see where we're going to go. And then we got out of Panasonic, and we walked upstairs Got another. I think we got a pretzel, some cookies. You know.
Yeah. There was like a jar of like minced peppers or whatever.
And then we go into the press room, and there's actual desks. I'm like, oh, they're taking this serious. There was some good swag sitting there, and then all of a sudden it says Fujifilm never stop.
Never stop. They said never stop, I think, 50
Every
times.
sentence they said it.
Yeah.
We were excited for Fuji because we're both Fuji fans, and I think every photographer at some point has like a love affair with Fuji in some way or another. Yeah. And we were like, they're not going to drop a full frame. What could they be having? We don't know what's going to come.
So they first started with the
lenses,
the X-mount lenses, which they were already on the roadmap. If you've seen the roadmap that they announced already. 8 to 16 millimeter 2.8.
Yeah, which is really cool.
Yeah, a 16 to 80 f4, which I'm super excited about. Like, that's a pretty wide range.
Yeah, no, that's a good all-around to have, and it's pretty fast for what it is.
And it's a stabilized lens.
It is a stabilized lens.
So it's like, if you're using the new XT3, then you've got your all-around lens right there for videography.
Which right there, the XT3 is an amazing camera. So we're like, they already announced that. What is it? Well, they also showed us what everybody started clapping for was the 33 millimeter f1 autofocus.
Right.
That's the big deal.
Autofocus.
Autofocus at an f1 is unheard of. It is the world's first. It is the fastest. Yes, there are like 095 lenses and Noctis, all manual focus.
All of them.
It's very hard for a camera to determine focus at such a shallow depth.
And it was kind of small.
Yeah, it was.
It was like the size of a 35 or like 1.4 or something like that.
And people are clapping like this lens just graduated college.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. And Fuji just showed so much innovation on this one. And we're not even close to dropping the craziness.
Yeah.
So after the lens, after the 33 millimeter, they did what you were suspecting.
Yeah, the GFX.
The 50R.
The 50R.
Which is basically their medium format as a rangefinder style camera.
Rangefinder meaning that the EVF is off to the side of the camera as opposed to in the middle, which kind of lets your nose kind of be off the side of the camera.
It also takes the camera that was like this big to this flat.
Yeah, it makes it much smaller, and
it looked like a cartoony big version of a Pro 3. It made a medium format, handheldable, like, you know, a walk-aroundable, sportier. It made it sportier.
But first they brought out a Fujifilm 6x9.
Oh, yeah. So we should also note that the 50R is right at our doorstep. We're talking November 2018 at a price tag of $4,500, which is crazy.
Yes. I mean, this is a seriously inexpensive medium format camera, and
it's small.
It's small.
1 inch thinner than...
Yeah, 1 inch thinner than the GFX 50S, right? So
an inch off your camera is a lot.
Yeah. The one that we weren't expecting with the GFX 50R was they also were releasing a 50 millimeter 3.5.
Which is beautiful. For a medium format, that's a beautiful lens.
And it was small. It was almost like a pancake of a medium format lens. Like if you could really, it was like that.
It kept the profile low, which meant you could do it as a walk around discreet, but medium format.
Yeah.
You know? Then they did the 100-200 f5.6, which we won't see till next year.
Yeah. And the 45-100,
which is sick.
f4.
That's awesome, but we're not going to see that.
So that's 2 years from now.
But that's faster than you think. So, and it also gives them time to mature the idea of where they're going with the rangefinder idea behind this camera.
Yeah.
But the big drop, and like I'm sitting there going like this, and you're like this, and I go.
I'm tapping you on the shoulder.
All of a sudden, I see a USB plugged into this camera, and they go workflow and software. I'm like, no way. And what was my hang up with Fuji forever was I couldn't tether with it. Well, guess what? Capture One came on stage, the CEO, and says, guess what? Right now you can download Capture One for Fuji.
It's available now.
This is, those of you who know why this is so exciting are freaking out. Those of you going like, what are you freaking out about?
Everybody, I'm not kidding. like half the people in the audience turned around and looked at Seth when he goes, "Thank you."
I'm like, thank you.
It was amazing.
Yeah, no, it was actually like such a cool moment. I felt like, oh my God, finally, like you finally got what you wanted. I mean, the GFX to have a medium format that wasn't able to tether and standardize ways.
In standard software, because they had their own
plugins.
Their own stuff. They had a plugin. They had some the Fuji Capture X Capture software, but none of that is really as powerful and as flexible.
And if you thought
Capture
Lightroom
One
was slow normally, try doing a plugin for a medium format into that.
Right, and Capture One, when you load the Fujifilm RAW files into it processes. It's like they knew from the very beginning what to do with the X-Trans sensor stuff.
Capture One has an amazing RAW converter, and your images will actually look proper. You can put a RAW file into a million different softwares and it'll look a million different ways, but Capture One really understands how to process data.
You can look at it and be like, oh, it looks like it on the back of the camera.
Yeah, and we didn't think they were going to do this because Capture One is phase one, and phase one is a medium format camera system, so we never thought this was going to happen. So when we saw this, brain hit the ground, and I was like, thank you.
Yeah.
I literally said thank you, so I was like, it's a lot of fun having a lot of press just staring at you, being the guy. That's the guy that said thank you.
So what was the other big announcement?
Oh, then he comes back on stage. He's like, hold on, breathe.
One more news.
And you called this one actually. So with the GFX line of medium format, we are going to be gifted with a 100 megapixel internal body stabilized sensor in their GFX line.
Yeah, this is absolutely crazy. So GFX, again, this is a thinner body, right? This is about the same thickness as the GFX 50R, but the body form factor, it's like
a D5.
A D5 or a 1DX. Like, it looks like that. It's got the kind of vertical grip and everything. So I can assume big, heavy-duty batteries or whatever it's doing.
My favorite was when he said...
medium format, in-body stabilization,
that's the thing.
100 megapixels.
But it was funny because he's like, yeah, well, with this much resolution, you're going to need in-body stable. Like, he gets like, well, we thought we'd give it to you because you're going to need it anyway.
Like, why not?
You know, you're eating dinner, we'll give you a fork. Like, what, are you kidding me? And then, of course, 4K video on a medium format, 100 megapixel sensor, estimated price $10,000 US. And you know what's funny? This isn't even like an idea. It's real. 2019, we're going to see this camera.
Yeah, they actually said, I believe, that next Photokina,
boom,
they'll have it. So that is...
We were exhausted.
That is phenomenal. We were exhausted, they were exhausted, but they had more to show us.
Yeah.
They wanted to show us the new Maxima paper, which was...
Yeah, it's funny they're calling it Crystal Archive, because Crystal Archive, anyone that was in analog back in the day knew that it was the best darkroom paper for color processing. The P series, the C series was my favorite. And then they came out this Maxima paper for printing for digital media. We saw the shadow detail in it.
It looked good.
Really solid. Beautiful.
Yeah.
This guy was exceptionally excited about paper.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And he was
there was a whole video and everything.
Man.
Yeah.
And he was following up that announcement, so he better have been very excited.
Honestly, it's like that should have just been before.
Oh, it should have been the appetizer.
Because then after that, it was like there's a Taylor Swift SQ6 coming out. I'm not even kidding.
It looks pretty good. I mean, it's like...
The style is actually really cool. Designed by her.
Yeah, apparently she knows how to shoot, too.
Then he came out again, and he's like, oh, we have this magical projector.
Oh, wait. That was... don't short that one. That one was pretty cool.
It's pretty amazing. So the Fujifilm Projector, it's the first one.
It's a ultra short throw, meaning he had it within 3.5 feet of the wall, and it covered the entire wall. I'm going to say at least 20 by 20.
Yeah, he said at 30 inches, it's a 100-inch projection. And
it was for real. And it was like a gooseneck, which meant you could actually make it vertical, you can make it horizontal, you can do whatever you want to do with it.
Yeah, like the lens elements are in this not flexible, but like multi-rotating.
It was very impressive,
system.
Actually. I don't think people knew what to make of any of it. It was so much information, but
you could go vertical with the image, and it just knew and would swap the aspect.
And it was
ratio.
a beautiful image. Did you see it?
Yeah,
oh yeah, it was crazy. Before they showed us that though, they showed us the SQ20, which I think is a pretty cool camera. It's a little square, has a shutter button on either side, so you have a little fun with it. But the key to this camera is it can do 15 seconds of video, and then you can go back through that 15 seconds and pull the one frame you want to make a print. So, and the print is analog film. It's
Right,
like the film
right.
recorder printers, the SP1s that we've seen, and all that other stuff.
But this is an actual camera built into it.
It's an actual camera.
So you've got a digital camera that then records to film.
Yeah, but he also told us that the most impressive thing about it is that it came in pink.
Right.
He was
beige.
Yeah, he was as excited about the colors as he was about the technology in this camera.
He's like, hey, it comes in black, but it comes in beige.
Beige. I mean, for all you minimalists out there. So it's just amazing to see a company like Fuji thinking of every aspect to expand. As far as their answer to full frame, they said, no full frame. We're doing super full frame, which is medium format. Yeah. He basically said full frame means that, oh, that's the end of the line. That's as far as you can go.
That's enough?
No, we do APS-C to give you performance, and we give you medium format because it's a beast. Yeah. I mean, that's what you need. So they didn't feel the need to do the middle of the road, and they're proud of that. So don't expect a full frame mirrorless or any system at all from Fuji. Full frame.
In the near future or for a while.
Or for, yeah, I don't know, unless they get an itch for something.
That's kind of along the lines, too, that Sony, in just the kind of a similar way of saying it, said they're not going to be making a new lens mount.
So their answer to the Nikon and Canon wider lens mount is, we don't need to do it, we just need to make our lenses technically better.
Right. We're gonna develop new technologies to make the lenses more more clean and sharp.
Efficient off of the back element to give almost the same whatever Nikon and Canon are talking about. He also said that Sony, as far as Sony goes, said that they are introducing 12 more lenses to complete their line out at 60 full lenses.
Yeah, exactly. They wanted to get to a round number, apparently.
They gave us no projected time, no projected idea of what those lenses are. He literally just came up there and just said, we're good for now, no mount, maybe 12 lenses coming, and we're out.
Pretty much. Yeah.
That was the whole thing.
Yeah.
So to sum it up, we got Panasonic dropping 2 full frame cameras, the L mount, which allows the SL Leica lenses to be on those cameras. Sigma also sharing the L mount with Leica and Panasonic. We also have the S3 medium format, which is 64 megapixels. We have the 50...
the GFX 50R.
The GFX 50R.
And the GFX 100.
Stabilized 100 megapixel medium format camera. All these lenses.
Capture One capability.
Oh, Dave!
With
Capture
Fujifilm.
Capture One with Fuji. Like it's... oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yes. This was a bunch of, it's like huge announcements that
we left ear to ear, just like couldn't believe what's happening, and we all win in this.
So we are really excited about this expo. As soon as we go out there,
we're gonna shred through it.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. You're gonna see the coverage. We're gonna cover it. We're gonna have day 1, day 2, day 3. So definitely keep watch. We're going to be having that. Leave us a comment about what you want us to cover at Photokina.
That was a good one.
We definitely want to hear what you're looking forward to. Even if it's a rumor, we'll look into it. We'll see what's there.
Whatever you've been hearing, let's talk about it, and we will see you guys in the comments. We got to get ready to gear up and get to Photokina.
Yeah, and we will see you guys this show next week.
Yep. Hit like, share, subscribe, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Later, kids.